Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Savannah and this is the Sewlivi Dyes Yarn podcast. I am a knitter, multi-crafter. I do lots and lots of different crafts, but knitting is the predominant one here on this channel. So let's go ahead and dive right in. This past week has been pretty chill. Nothing crazy happening. So there's that. Oh, excuse me. If you watched last week, you would have seen my sewing projects. I have not touched any of them since then. So no zipper left or has been installed on my skirt. I have not cut out the pattern for my pants yet. I probably will get to that soon, hopefully. I know spring break is still a couple weeks away for us, so I don't know if I want to wait that long, but I'm looking forward to spring break just for the extra time off. Sorry, I just got caught. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you what I have been working on this week. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with my spinning because I got a spinning project finished the other day. So look at how pretty this yarn is. So this is called, so I had the name all wrong. It was what I thought it was, but I didn't say it out loud. It is called Estella. This is Estella, the colorway. The fiber is from Spindelicious. SpindeliciousYarns.com. This fiber is a limited edition conservation breed. It's 100% Jacob. I've never spun Jacob before, but I actually enjoyed it. It was fun. It's 4 ounces. You know what? I did not weigh this before this video. I'm sorry. Oh, and if you want to see, so Spindelicious. She has some really beautiful colorways, but what do I want to say? Oh, I didn't weigh this, so I don't know how much is actually here, like gram wise, and I did not do any yardage yet. I did do the wraps per inch, and it looks like I got a heavy fingering to sport weight. It plumped up a lot when I washed it, so that was fun. And while it was wet, it had a very strong sheepy smell, which was amazing. It smells so good. I can't really smell it anymore though, so that's a little sad. So yesterday this was just skeined up like this, and I had it sitting to the side, and my cat kind of went, she went a little ham on it. So I laid it down on the floor for her, and I got a little clip of her playing with this. She really loved the smell of this too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give her like a little bundle of like raw fleece and see how she reacts to that. But she really enjoyed just rubbing her little head all over this. But yeah, it's beautiful. So I originally mentioned, or in the past mentioned, that I'd like to use this in possibly a pressed flowers cardigan by Amy Christoffers, but I believe when I went and looked at the stats of that pattern, I believe it's knit in a, oh gosh, is it knit in a worsted weight? I don't know. Worsted or DK? Again, I'm unsure. I don't own the pattern, so I don't know. But I would use that and hold that with probably like a pale gray. Do the color work in this. But again, I don't even think this is enough, to be honest. So, but I thought it would be wonderful as a color work, you know, the color work bit in a sweater. So maybe one day this will turn into something, but for now, no real plans. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed spinning this. Okay, that's all for that. That's gonna go up on my little rack of hand spun yarn. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to add this to my, I'm tracking yarn in and out this year. I said that I was going to track grams, but I haven't really been doing that, so I don't know if I'm going to go back and be able to do that, but I am tracking yarn in and out, so I'll have to add this one to in. Ugh, I'm having a hard time with my in and out. It's not really going down much at all. I do like to put the stats down at the bottom of the video, like in the description, all the way at the bottom. I do like to just keep a small, like, little tracker down there. So if you ever are interested, you can look down there. And it should be in every video, at least for this year. Okay, so that's it for spinning. I have not picked my next fiber yet, so we'll see there. What I have been working on, not too much this week. So let me go ahead and show you. So for my rose cardigan, I don't know, was one of them finished? I think so. I think I had one finished, and I got the second one finished last night. I finished it last night. So I knit this is the collar, I believe she's calling it. It's gonna go around like this. I knit the second half, finished it last night. I knit it to I wouldn't say recommended. It says knit to this certain length. And so I did that. It does say that if it's, oh, excuse me. It is said that if it is too long or too short, you can always add or rip back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to add, because when I laid this against my cardigan, both pieces were like this short. Unfortunately, about that short from meeting in the middle. So there's that. But I'm not doing anything until after it is attached, which I was hoping to have it finished before this video. But last night when I got this finished, I thought it would be better to block this before seaming it to the cardigan, even though it doesn't say to do that in the pattern. I just thought it would be the smart choice, considering the part I'm seaming it to is already blocked. So I figured blocking this might get me a few more, you know, it didn't get me very much, to be honest, but because I didn't stretch it as far as I could. But I did block it, so that meant I had to wait till today for it to be dry so I could seam it on. And you know what? I'm hoping I put it, yeah, it looks like it. I seamed on the first one this morning. So I'm right about here. So I have this much left, but I'm not going to add it yet because, as you can see, I have maybe an inch. I don't know how well you can see that. About an inch, maybe, inch and a half. Well, about an inch more needs to be done to make it meet the middle seam, but we'll see once we get here. So that's as far as I'm going to go on that one, and then I'll go ahead and start seaming up the second one. I'll probably do that while I'm editing this video. So yeah, Yeah, when I went ahead and started this, I was so confused. It's been a while since I did any seaming because you have to seam this whole sweater together. It had been a hot minute since I did that, and so I completely was so unsure of what I was doing. It said right side facing, so to me, since I'd been sewing the week prior, I was like, oh, well that means, you know, you're gonna put the right sides facing together and you're gonna no, not in sewing terms. It meant, you know, so I was like thinking it was going to be like this so that I would be, but then I was like, wait, that's putting the seam on the outside. And no, it meant put the right sides facing me next to each other and seam it up with a mattress stitch. So yeah, I was like, oh, duh. It was so funny how I had completely forgotten how to do a mattress stitch. Like, not do the mattress stitch, but how to layer pieces together to do it. I was like, oh, of course. So yeah, it's seamed on. Here's the inside. I have still quite a few ends to weave in, but that will happen once this is completely blocked. Then I will seam everything in, which there's so much. There's so many seams, or ends, I should say, not seams. There's ends to weave. But yeah, let's see here. Yep, that's how it's gonna. Dang, why can't I get this to lay nice and flat? I hope you can see that. So that's what it's gonna look like. I'm excited to have this finished. So yeah, this is what I've been working on. I've been working on the this thing a little bit each day because it got really boring, but thankfully at the end, once you hit like over halfway, then it seems to go pretty quickly. So just a little bit each day, and then before you know it, you've hit your mark. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I have a little, I forgot I had a little Valentine's pencil. I need to put this in my jar. Okay, the only other thing that I have been working on this week is actually, I believe it's a new start. I don't think I had this on the needles last week. Was it a swatch? I don't even remember. Anyways, I didn't need to start anything, but I did. I started the, oh gosh, what's it called? Piet? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Piet sweater. And this is by Sewlivi by Johanna. I decided to go, I don't even know if I talked about this. So if this is me repeating myself from last week, I am so sorry. I knit up a swatch. I ended up deciding to go, well, I did go up a needle side. I swatched with the called for needle and then one up. Decided to knit the large size instead of medium. I'm normally a medium. I have noticed with patterns by Sewlivi by Johanna that our gauge is very different. She is a very loose knitter, and I wouldn't say I'm a super tight knitter, but possibly. Our gauges are way off every time, and I only have two sweaters that I am currently, both of them, knitting at the same time kind of thing. But I've noticed that our gauges are off. So after the little bit of knitting math, I decided to go with the size large. And I cast on, and I got really far. So this is where I'm at. It's a little wrinkly. So you start with doing the neck and a tiny, tiny little bit of the front little bit. And then I think it's just down to like the pink stripe, this pink one right here. And then you put it on hold and you knit the entire back. So you did back, and it comes out on both sides quite far. And then you pick up the front, you shape the neck, and then you do the same thing for the front. So I'm actually one row away from, I believe, joining in the round. So that'll happen today. I think after I get this finished, this will get joined in the round. And yeah, so I am a little, oh, you can't see. I got a little bit concerned. I'll hold this up upside down. So this is, look, it's even wider than my shoulders, and this is the underarm section. And I'm knitting the large, but my gauge is bigger. That means the sweater would be smaller. I even checked my row gauge, and my row gauge is smaller than hers is, like by several rows. So I'm just like, oh, and this is already pretty deep. I wish you could see it. It is underneath. I don't know if you can see that. Nope, you can't. It's underneath my boobs. So the join is underneath my boobs. I do think it'll fit. It is set in sleeves. I've never done set in sleeves before, so this is a little different for me. I'm hoping it all works out and fits well. It is supposed to be an oversized sweater. I'm not entirely sure how much ease I'm putting into this. I suppose I'll find out once it is all joined together, but considering my gauge is bigger, you know, I picked the bigger size. That means it's going to actually be smaller than a large, but I don't know. It's hard to explain all that stuff. But yeah, this has just been flying off the needles. I'm using a US 7, I believe. Yeah, US 7 4.5 millimeter. So US 6 is what's called for. This is, let me pull one out with the tag. So I'm using Kaus, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Kaus yarn. This is the organic soft merino. It's 100% organic merino, and you hold it double with their organic brushed alpaca. So this is the called for yarn for this sweater. I went ahead and ordered all this. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last week or the week before. But I have all these colors. So I'll show you on the sweater. So this color right here, this I'm calling it like a coral. That one is called Charming. The pink, if you can see the pink underneath there, that is Gentle. This white is just a natural undyed yarn and Surrey alpaca that I didn't purchase, but well, I mean, purchased a long time ago. It was the base that I used to dye my yarn on, so I just had extra. Use that. The green is Vivacious, and the blue is Brilliant. So yeah, there is a crap ton of ends. I am weaving as I'm going. I did not do that in the very beginning right here. I don't know, well, I don't know why I didn't, but I did not weave in my ends in the beginning, so those ones need to get woven in, but everything else it's just still a lot of ends. So yeah, it's really nice and soft and squishy and just really lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and get the body connected, and then I don't think it's that much more underneath for the body. I might make it a little bit longer, but we will see. And then I believe before you do the hem, you start doing there is vertical stripes that you crochet onto the piece to give it that plaid look. So I'm pretty excited to do that. But yeah, isn't that crazy? I've been just working like ham on this, but it is very potato chippy, of course. You know, you do the stripes and it's a repeat. It's a 38 round repeat. So, I mean, you start at the green, and so the green is the beginning of the repeat. So look at all that. That's 38 rows, or, well, for right now they're rows. And it just goes by so fast. If I was just doing that in a plain color, I would never get that far that fast, I don't think. Probably, but it would be incredibly boring and it wouldn't look like it was growing. But so yeah, again, just let's hope this all works out right and that it fits well. I'm excited about that. I am hoping to get this done before Easter, which is in April. So I have all of March to finish this, because I think this would be a great Easter sweater. So we will see. Been going pretty ham on that. And I have it in my little Target bag. This was in the Target dollar spot a couple weeks ago. I don't know if they still have it, but it fits everything in there really well. Let's see. You can see everything is in there perfectly. I make sure to hold the colors together and then I take them out and set them next to me so that way nothing gets super tangled. So I keep it all together, and it's been working out really great for me. All right, that is all that I have. I don't have any acquisitions, nothing purchased. This did come in the mail. I got this from that app called Temu. If you've seen that app, the ads for it, I was a little hesitant, but one of my coworkers has been using it and she said it was great. And I'm like, oh, it's like AliExpress, except the shipping is faster. And if you don't get your item by the date they set, like for me, I think it said like March 1st or 5th, you get $5 off your next order or something like that. So I've already made 2 purchases and they came pretty quickly. But one of them had this in there and I thought this was a super cool shirt. So I got an extra large, even though it fits kind of like a large. So be careful with the sizing. But yeah, other than that, yeah, no purchases, yarny wise or craft wise. Yeah. What do I want to say? There's nothing else to say. That's it. It was a pretty quick one, right? I'm going to go back to seaming my rose cardigan so I can get that finished. I'm going to get laundry. I'm going to keep doing laundry because you probably heard it in the beginning of the video. And then what else? Eat lunch, I guess. Yeah, all the normal things. I will see you guys next week, probably. Oh, when this is finished, I wanted to say when this is finished, I'm probably going to post a photo in the community tab or do a short. That way you can see it and you don't have to wait until next week. But this is most likely going to be finished. Well, once I have it seamed, I'm blocking it again. So yeah, another day or 2. But I'm excited. I should have it done by Tuesday because I want to wear it to knit group. Yes. Yep. And then this one, who knows how far this one will be. But yeah, I need to stop rambling now. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.